All right, so yes, it is true. I'm so happy right now. We are successfully delivering orders within the United States duty free. But we worked so hard to get here. You wouldn't believe the hardship that we had to face to make this happen for you guys. Yes, we were systematically charged 254.6% tariffs or duties across the vast majority of our orders, practically all our orders. With the initial batch, one bad batch, we had to cover $26,000 in duties for our customers to get orders delivered that are already on the way. We pivoted our business model to get the duties charged to us, even though no duties were applicable. This was due to brokerage errors. We're still receiving bills for a total of about $125,000, which we are contesting, obviously, because these duties are not due. And then we pivoted not once, but two more times to find an efficient solution for you guys. And I'm happy to say right now we can deliver orders faster and more efficiently than ever before. And I'm going to tell you all about it in this video. So it's a valuable lesson for anybody interested in the trade situation between the Canada and the United States. And more importantly, I think there's a lot of valuable lessons in this story about overcoming adversity and focusing on our circle of influence to just make things happen. And when we do so, we figure it out. Oftentimes, we develop better solutions than were in place before. So that's a concept of being anti-fragile that I think applies very well to anybody interested in training, interested in business, or just in everyday life. It's valuable lessons for you guys. So let's get right into it. Hi, Patrick Fulop. I'm the founder and CEO here at GrapplingSmarty.com. This is our Smarty factory where we assemble and ship all our grappling Smarties. And we are a Canadian company. We're based in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And we deliver all over the world. So just so happens that about 75% of our customers are located in the United States, 10% are about in Canada, and the rest 15% rest of the world, so UK, Australia, Europe, we deliver everywhere. So I invented the Grappling Smarty back in 2020. I used to be a martial arts school owner. This used to be a martial arts school. As you can see, we still got the mats, but we converted it into a full-time production facility for the Grappling Smarty. And we ceased all martial arts classes. Obviously, you can see we don't have the space, but also because of the reception of the market and how people really loved our product. So 2020, we designed it, developed it. 2021, we launched the original Grappling Smarty. 2 years later, we did version 2.0 based on customer feedback. And since then, it's been phenomenal. So it really took off, went gangbusters. I really appreciate all our customers and the support, and it's been really well received by the market, and it revolutionized the grappling dummy industry because our design was just so much better. So we patented the concept of having a grappling dummy in a proper guard position, meaning because the hips are flexed, the knees are above the hip line, which makes it stable in the seated position, makes the feet go up in the supine position so you can practice guard passing, and it is also stable in the turtle position, resting on its elbows and knees. So complete game changer for the grappling dummy industry. And so far, we've earned a 4.9 average star rating across more than 12,000, 13,000 orders to date. So incredible reception. And we're really grateful to have this opportunity to serve our customers at this level. So that's a bit about us. Now, disclaimers about this video, what this video is about. First, we love all our customers. So US, Canada, international, we really don't care where people are located. For us, it's about helping grapplers improve faster with a valuable training tool that's much needed in the industry. And we don't really care about national identity. It's really about the people that we serve. In the same line of thought, this video is not about politics. So in my own opinion, I don't really feel strongly either way about the concept of tariffs. In general, I understand both positions, people who are opposed to it or people who are strongly in favor of it. They have arguments on both sides. This is not about that. That decision is above my pay grade. This video is about acting within our circle of influence. And I think that's a valuable lesson for anyone. We can complain about things, we can be upset about things. But at the end of the day, what matters is what we do about it and how we can find solutions. So that's really, I believe that strongly in training, fitness, and in business and in life. Really focusing on our circle of influence is hugely important and will make a big difference in everyone's life. So that's what I wanted to share. Now, into the story. So, how did this happen? You say 254.6%. This is crazy. Why would you be charged 254.6% tariffs on a grappling dummy, right? The grappling SMARTY. I'll tell you why. So, um, it started back in September of 2025. So, the US tariffs arrived at the beginning of the year, but for the whole beginning of the year, they were only applied to orders above or shipments that cross the border above a certain value. And at the August of 2025, there was something that they called the elimination of the de minimis exemption. De minimis exemption. So that means that all orders, regardless of value, were being charged the going duty rate. And before that, we used to go across the border under that value, so there were never any duties applied. But then we prepared. So we knew this was coming, the elimination of the de minimis exemption. So I did my homework, I looked into it. I found out that there was something called the USMCA or CUSMA compliance, which means any order that's manufactured within Canada. And you can see there's a significant amount of work that gets done here to get those orders ready. So our products qualify under CUSMA or USMCA, it's US Mexico Canada Trading Agreement. So got the certifications, looked into it, set up the whole thing. We were good to go. We were compliant, and we started shipping orders. Now, this was the initial shock. On just one batch of orders that we sent around the end of August of 2025, we started getting emails and texts and calls from customers saying, hey, this delivery company, UPS, is asking for $600 US in duties for the delivery. We're like, what? So I saw that late night, like after putting the kids to bed, and I got this text, then another, then another, then an email. I'm like, oh man, okay. All right, we got damage control right now. So talk to Mary. Mary's our communications coordinator, by the way. And if you call, text, or email Grappling SMARTY, you're probably talking to Mary. She's a rock star, by the way. She does an excellent job. She really strives for customer success and customer happiness. So a valuable asset to our team. And so I briefed her. I said, listen, tomorrow we're full on like battle mode. We're doing damage control. We got to make sure that we handle this for our customers. And what we decided to do is just to pay it. Just pay it. Ask questions later. We will pay these duties for our customers, and we will get those orders delivered because that's what our customers agreed to when they clicked checkout, and we want to honor our promise. It's not their problem if the delivery companies are not doing their job properly or the brokers are not doing their job. We will shoulder that burden for them, and we did that. So we tried. So we paid a bunch of orders online. You know, the tracking page. Sometimes when duties are applicable, you can pay it online. But then the UPS website crashed, and they weren't taking any payments anymore. So we had to call them, and Mary spent hours on the phone just harassing them to pay the duties to deliver those orders. And anyways, there's a whole ordeal. Some of the payments were not even recorded. The delivery drivers were still asking for duties. Anyways, that's water under the bridge. That has passed, but those orders, thankfully, have all been successfully delivered, and the duties are accounted for. So we switched then to a delivery duties paid model, meaning we asked them to charge the duties to us as the shipper because we didn't want to bother our customers with that. And because in the vast majority of cases, there were no duties that were applicable. There were not supposed to be any duties on those shipments. They are not dutiable goods. They fall under the USMCA trade agreement. So it's 0% duty that's supposed to be applied. But then, so we keep shipping, okay? Nothing from customers, orders get delivered, all good. Except 2 weeks later, we start getting the bills. We start getting the bills for those duties. And again, we see those outrageous amounts. We're like, what is going on? Talk to the UPS rep, talk to the UPS supervisor, try to get in touch with brokerage. Nobody knows what's going on, and the bills keep coming for duties. So a total of about $125,000 that technically we're still liable for at the moment of the recording. They're being contested, of course, and we got assurances from our rep and our supervisor at UPS that no, we will not need to pay those duties because it is a mistake. They recognized it. But still, we shouldered that burden and $125,000 in contested invoices. So pretty crazy. But then we knew we had to find another solution. So we dug into it and we wanted to find out, like, why are you charging us these amounts? Like, this makes absolutely no sense. I looked at the breakdown finally when like the dust settled a little bit. I looked at the breakdown of those duty invoices, and there was a line for 50% for steel. So they charge 50% duty on steel, but obviously there's no steel in our products, right? It's a faux leather or vinyl envelope stuffed with a very specific method, by using mostly recycled clothing, so rags, pool noodles, and polyester stuffing or polyfill. So there is absolutely no metal in our product. Um, but we were charged 50% for steel and 200% for Russian aluminum. Why Russian aluminum? So I dug some digging. A lot of sleepless nights. I was doing a lot of research, finding out why the hell is this the case, and we finally got to the bottom of it. Thing is, our products fall under the HS code, which is how they classify all goods in international trade. They fall under the exercise equipment category. And in the exercise equipment category, there are also other goods such as gym machines, rowers, stationary bicycles, free weights, stuff that is potentially made of metal. And I found out later that there is such a thing as Section 232 tariffs, which means that under a new legislation that passed around the summer in the US, they charge 50% on steel and 50% on aluminum and up to 200% on Russian aluminum in an effort to protect raw material production for national security, because aluminum and steel are products that are used in manufacturing of military equipment, vehicles, electronics, satellites, rockets, whatever case may be, and the US wants to keep control of the production of those raw materials, which makes sense. But what happens is that now brokerage systems are designed to flag any possibly applicable tariffs based on the HS code or the category of the goods. And I only found out later that the thing is, the UPS, or the most which is we use more commonly for shipping, their brokerage system was working, but due to the sheer volume of parcels that were crossing the border every day, the supervisor at UPS told me 45,000 packages every day crossing the border. They just don't have the manpower to manually broker every shipment correctly. So the system does its job of flagging any potential tariffs, but then there's no human looking at it and ticking the box that no, that's not applicable. So our products all triggered those tariffs, and there was nobody working the system to make sure that they weren't applied to us. That's what happened. Section 232. Obviously, we do not employ any Russian aluminum, and furthermore, the normally supposed to be applied to just the portion of the product that's made of steel or aluminum, and the product can be both steel and aluminum 100% at the same time. Anyways, huge fiasco, huge mistake. Nobody working the system. So then we talked to our UPS supervisor, and they said, okay, fill out this form. I attest that there is no steel, no aluminum in our products, and there are no duties to be applied. Did that, kept shipping, and USMCA certificate of origin, everything was in order. All our paperwork was done, but so we kept shipping, but the invoices kept coming, and so we said, okay, this has to stop. We can't like accumulate so much liabilities on our balance sheet. This makes no sense. We have to find a solution. And I sat down, I looked at everything, I looked at everything we had going on. Obviously, we had to slow down delivery of orders to the US because it was just unsustainable. If we get charged like that, every single order made no sense. We did keep on shipping though, so we did want to keep fulfilling orders for customers who requested it, because we value our customers and we want to be there for them. But essentially, I said we had to find a better way. So I looked into it, and we found another solution, which is to go with a fulfillment center in the United States. Very cool solution. So we did a bunch of research, talked to a bunch of companies, and some companies actually specialize in that area. So kind of you think about like all the online retailers and big direct consumer brands, they usually have warehouses that handle fulfillment for them. So that's what we did. So we just did a bunch of pre-boxing. That's what Sebastian is doing here. He's preparing the shipments for our next batch. So we have inventory in place right now. It's going fast. We're working hard to produce more. But essentially, we're sending everything in truckloads now down south of the border in Indiana now to our fulfillment partner. So in the industry jargon, they call that a 3PL or third party logistics company. And that allows us to clear the border with only one customs entry in one truck that is accurately brokered by one competent human customs broker. So we are completely legit. There's a small amount to pay for duties, but it's we can absorb it easily. And the vast majority of our products are completely duty free. So we load up the truck, it gets there, they receive it, they organize it, and then what's cool about it is they fulfill orders much faster than ever before, because that's what they do. They ship every day, and because it's within the United States already, the orders get delivered very quickly because they're closer to everyone, and it's central in the Midwest, so they go to everywhere in the United States much faster than they would here in Montreal, Canada. So that was a great solution until 2 weeks later we got the bill again. So now we realized that that first fulfillment partner that we were dealing with grossly overcharged us for shipping. Super obscure billing process. We didn't know how much we were shipping. Like, we had to get something going quickly initially. So on paper, everything looked good. Their rates were good. Picking, packing, receiving, storing, everything was good. But then we received the bill for shipping, and we wound up paying about 200% of what we were paying before for shipping labels. So again, we were stuck. Our efficiency was limited, and we had to pivot one more time. So then we got back on the phone, did a bunch of calls, bunch of research, and we finally found a better fulfillment partner in Indiana. Super cool company. So they are growing fast. They're hungry, and they want to make things work. And they've been doing an excellent job so far. And that's how finally, at the time of this recording, we are now able to offer great deals to our customers, fulfill orders faster than ever and more efficiently than ever, so that we can satisfy the huge demand that's going on south of the border for our customers who want a solution, a training solution for their grappling skills, and to want to improve faster. So we have this solution going on. This happened at the moment of this recording. It happened like 3 days ago. We had our inventory transfer successfully from one fulfillment partner to the other. And right now we are in stock. Units are flying off the shelf right now. So if you're considering getting a Grappling SMARTY for yourself or someone you care about, definitely don't wait. Get it today. Great time to invest in your training and start improving faster. And we are working hard to replenish the inventory, but it's going faster than we can replenish right now. We are working on it. So that's the story, guys. Crazy story. What I want to convey at the end is that, yes, we found a better solution than we were previously. So if this whole ordeal didn't happen, we would have probably kept doing things the way we were previously. And we were shipping everything from our location here. And technically, duties are not supposed to be applied because our products are USMCA compliant. But thanks to doing this new solution, now not only are the products duty free as they should be, but the shipping is now faster. We have the ability to store more inventory, so we can finally meet demand that's been very significant for our product. And it's the concept that we call is anti-fragile. So I looked into it, and it's a valuable lesson for anybody watching. Is that, listen, shit happens. Okay, so expect the unexpected. There's always going to be problems in business and in life. It's the same for training. If you're watching this, maybe you're into grappling. You're probably a customer. Thank you very much if you've invested in your Grappling SMARTY already, and congratulations on investing in your training. Well, that's what our product answers as a need as well, because sometimes when you train, you got to do some rehab. You got some small injuries. Maybe you can't make it to the gym as often as you would. Maybe when you're studying your techniques, it's hard to remember information. So you need some training tool apparatus that's going to help you retain the information better and develop your muscle memory and develop your strength and your finishing mechanics. So um, the lesson is take advantage of what you can and work within your circle of influence on what you can control. Don't complain. I have no training partners. I have no time. This happened to my business. No, there's no time for complaining. There's only time for finding a solution. And that's what we did. And we came out of it stronger than ever before for our valued customers. So, as they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, I hope you guys take some valuable insights from this. And I wish you guys a great day. Happy training. Good luck in all your endeavors and your projects, and we will see you on the next one. Signing out, Patrick Fullup here at the Smarty Factory for GrapplingSmarty.com. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice one.